How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, issue number 6 of 6. So this is the finale for this series, and overall, the book wraps up at a very consistent but very, very fun pace. The finale, I won't spoil it, but, I mean, you probably know exactly where this is going. I mean, obviously, you can't predict exactly how the action sequences will turn out, but you know the beats going in, and there's not going to be any major surprises. Sergeant Rock is going to have to fight Hitler, and then he's going to have to escape the bunker as his own team drops a bomb on it in order to destroy everything. We kind of know the story beats here, and we know what's going to happen, but that being said, the fight sequences are creative and have their own little unpredictable element, and this is a big boss fight, and those are always fun, and I won't spoil exactly what happens, but the book does end on a little teaser of a potential sequel, so hopefully if you guys like this, hopefully we will get some sort of Sergeant Rock versus something else. Overall, not the biggest and best thing ever, and not anything super unpredictable, but if you guys love that pulpy World War II action, some good zombie fighting, and with this one, the big, fun, over-the-top boss battle, yeah, it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but as always, Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead is really, really fun, and I can definitely recommend it for that. If you guys want to take a closer look at this story, I'll switch to the close-up camera. I'll show you guys a little bit of the story, a little bit of the art. I won't be doing any major spoilers, but I'll show you guys around a little bit. So without further ado, let's switch to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle taking a closer look at Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. Let's bring this closer to the camera. We see the classic Sergeant Rock white logo with the nice little chipping at the bottom and a purple glow this time. We also get the DC Horror Presents logo here, and we get the 6 of 6 here, 399 00611, and the credits at the bottom. And yeah, issue 6, DC Horror, for whatever reason, they seem to be doing one series at a time. I really wish they would do more than that, lots and lots of books. But now that this one's over, I do kind of wonder what DC Horror will put up next. Like I said, there is a hint at a sequel to this at the end, but I'd imagine that that wouldn't be the very next book they do, but we'll see. Maybe Sergeant Rock sold great, I don't know. But yeah, I am curious what book will be next. Overall, though, really do like this cover, and it is a case of things being in the comic but not exactly as they are on the cover. So like the knife was actually in the side of his face here, and there is a grenade in this issue that comes up a little bit differently, but still a pretty fun sequence. But I do really like him here clutching the grenade, and then you look up to his face, and then you look past him, and there's undead zombie Hitler just going nuts. Again, really does capture this extreme feel the book has to it, and I really do like that. Flip it open to the front, we actually get this ad for these full size, I know I'm on a little bit of a side thing, but these copies of these graphic novels that are printed in the same size the original artwork was drawn in, man, they're probably really expensive, but that's cool looking. I would love those things. But anyway, back to what we're supposed to be talking about. We see this issue's name is Target Zero. It's written by Bruce Campbell, who we all know and love for Evil Dead and lots of other things. And Eduardo Risso is the artist. And I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the plot. Again, I won't be doing any major spoilers, but I do want to show you guys a bit of the story, a bit of the art, make sure you guys have a basic feel for the story, and we open up with the burning war zone, and we get Sergeant Rock's musings on war, which is always a really fun thing. Adds to his character, adds to kind of the pulpy charm, and there's some pretty interesting insights, and this time he's talking about how sometimes the most dangerous part of the fight is towards the end, when you get your enemy on the ropes, like Hitler at the end of the war. They'll start to pull some desperate stuff, and they could really hurt you even if they lose. So we get that transitioning into talking about zombies and how they're going to give it a stop once and for all. And then after that, we cut into a pretty fun action sequence. Hitler rips the knife out of his face and will slash at Rock with it. We get zombies running around everywhere, and the rest of Easy Company having to fight them off, and we do get a big over-the-top line where as he's fighting off against Hitler, he says, "F you, Hitler," and punches him in the face. Got to love this big stuff, but of course, the fight's going to go on for a bit, with Hitler pulling a gun out of his desk and almost hitting Rock. Well, he scrapes him a little bit, but the fight is going to get pretty brutal, and I obviously won't show you the whole fight, but I think this pretty fun, iconic bit, because there are several gags in this fight. Rock is wailing on Hitler, and inside of the locker, there is this needle that Hitler will swipe between blows and attempt to go after Rock with it. And Rock will catch the needle and say, "Not today, I'm too pissed off," break Hitler's arm, and start to stab him in the face. But of course, zombie Hitler isn't going to be done even if you stab him in the face with a needle, and we get ooey gooey and bloody, and him just laughing like a madman. So yeah, a good over-the-top fight. There are a few more gags, but let's not forget about the plane, because this whole fight's going on, and we have a countdown happening. I'll try not to show too much from the end, but there is that bomber coming, dropping the bomb, and I do like what the bomb says on the side. "Hey Adolf, Mom says hi," and it's gonna go and fall on the bunker. So yeah, a fun time limit. As always, I love this, the art and the colors, this really high contrast, heavy blacks, big blocks of these kind of pale colors, giving it a good, sort of as the sun's going down, Twilight-esque feel to it. Overall, a fun book, and like I said, you know exactly where the story is going, you just don't know all the action beats, but overall, good, pulpy fun, and definitely would recommend it. So, overall, Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead has been a pretty fun series. You know, not the biggest and best thing ever, and not too many twists, turns, or over-the-top surprises, but hanging out with Rock, going on a ton of fun, you know, crazy zombie missions. It's been a pretty fun ride, even if it's not the most complex thing ever. So definitely had fun with this series, and the finale delivers in the ways you'd expect it to. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead playlist. If you want to see my opinions on the past 6 issues, you should be able to find them all there. Past 5 issues, sorry. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.